Germany's economy is in trouble. In late October, Siemens Energy, a subsidiary of one of Germany's largest companies, announced that it was seeking a bailout in the face of rising costs and a plunging valuation. And Siemens is hardly the only German company facing headwinds. From BASF to Bayer, companies are downsizing, relocating, or collapsing. After decades as a major engine for growth in the global economy, the moniker "sick man of Europe" is once again being applied to Germany. The optics are terrible. But is Germany really on the brink of deindustrialization, or can it survive and thrive in this emerging global environment? This is Capital Matters, and this is Germany's economic recovery re-examined. First, let's ask the big question. Where are the issues in the German economy coming from? Well, the quick answer here is manufacturing, but let's break it down further. The cost of energy is a big factor for Siemens and for others. In the past 18 months, Germany has had to completely reroute, resource, and reorganize its entire energy sector. Before the renewed Russian attack on Ukrainian sovereignty in February 2022, fully 55% of Germany's LNG was sourced from Russia, as well as 27% of its crude oil and half of its coal imports. Phasing this out over the course of a year and a half was not painless, and energy prices in Germany increased from 129 euros per megawatt hour to 469 euros at its highest price in August 2022. The second major factor is supply chain disruption. This is broadly a COVID issue, and one that we easily forget. Global inflation was driven by supply shortages, not just money printing, and German companies were unable to adequately source the materials they needed to manufacture. As a result, output suffered. The third major factor is related to Chinese demand, which dropped as a result of COVID restrictions. Taken altogether, these three issues represent massive challenges to the logic of the economic model constructed over the past 30 years. Import energy from Russia to manufacture goods and sell them to the Chinese. This in turn had a political impact. The entire chancellorship of Angela Merkel was constructed around this logic, and while she was no longer in office by the time of the Russian invasion, her legacy was tarnished, leading to a political legitimacy crisis from which Germany has yet to recover. Then there's another major problem from the demand side, the German consumer's crisis of faith. Germans no longer trust their political leaders to be able to solve the economic problems facing the country, bringing about a broader political disillusionment, one that Chancellor Scholz's coalition government is unlikely to be able to solve. This has resulted in reduced consumer confidence. Low consumer confidence can lead to a death spiral. Household spending drops, businesses see reduced profit and cut jobs, leading to reduced household spending, etc. This is all terrible, but I'm optimistic. I think that the ongoing cries of German deindustrialization are overblown, and the data justifies this perspective. First, with respect to the broadest economic issues, both German demand and supply have faced major issues over the past 2 years. There's a silver lining here, a reason to hope. The simultaneous cratering of production and demand probably rules out a deflationary spiral as a concern. Additionally, production is beginning to inch upward, or at least lurch forward, though factory orders are far from stable at this point. Consumer confidence is low, but it has been improving slightly since November. More importantly, despite a recession, German employment is at an all-time high, with unemployment clocking in at 5.6% and youth unemployment standing at 6.1%, a figure that would truly make Spaniards cry. Second, inflation. German inflation has dropped significantly and is now the lowest it has been since before the invasion, sitting at 3.8% as of October 2023. This will no doubt help in stabilizing demand internationally and further increasing consumer confidence. Third, as we have discussed before on the channel, Germany has moved mountains to rebalance its energy supply, successfully constructing new LNG terminals in the Mediterranean and working with its partners across the European Union to diversify its energy and increase imports from Qatar, the United States, and others. Now, this is Germany, so expect some dysfunction. They couldn't help but continue shutting down their nuclear energy facilities in the midst of an energy crisis, for example. But at least it's moving in the right direction. All of this combined suggests that it's only a matter of time before Germany can rise up and flood the world once more with gizmos and doodads. There is, however, one final sticking point on which the future of Germany might hinge: its political and economic relationship with China. If you want to know more about that, come join us on Substack, where we have a detailed analysis of the Sino-German partnership and all of its potential issues. Thanks for watching, and if you want more content on geopolitics, markets, and technology, subscribe to the channel. This is Capital Matters, signing off.